Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Friday, November 1st, 2024. We're all the way into November already. Crazy. So, Thursday night football, college football, NBA, NHL, soccer, NASCAR, news and notes, and best bet and Fab 5. We'll start with Thursday night football. Good thing I did not bet it, or else I would have been very wrong. The New York Jets come out with the 21-13 win over the Texans, take advantage of Houston's injuries, and get themselves to 3-6. Houston drops to 6-3. Aaron Rodgers, 22-32, 211 yards and 3 touchdowns. C.J. Stroud, 11-30, 191 yards. All right, now we look ahead to Sunday, which is going to be a very fun day. 1 o'clock on Fox, Cowboys-Falcons. My projected line is Falcons by a whopping 9, total 49, and a fifth. That's because of the Cowboys' injury situation. That's why my projected line is so high. And it is 3-51.5. I'm laying the 3. I absolutely love it. No Parsons and Lawrence still for Dallas, and Atlanta's playing good. Next up on CBS, Dolphins, Bills. Bills by 12, total 41 7/10. And it's 5.5, 48.5. So I have a nice edge on the under and a nice edge on the Bills. 6.5 on the Bills and more than that on the under, so I'm going to give out the under for the picks. On Fox, Raiders, Bengals. My line is Bengals by 5, total 47 and a 20th, and a 7.5 and 46.5. I'm taking Vegas plus the 7 and the hook. On CBS, Chargers, Browns. My line is the Chargers by 3, total 36 and a quarter, and it's 1.5 and 42.5. I like the under. Next, Patriots, Titans. That's a terrible game. We have a couple terrible games this week. On Fox, mine's Titans 1.5, total 42 and 3/5. And it's 3.5 and 38.5. Over. Commanders, Giants on Fox. You can bank that this is going to be the Kenny Albert game. Mine's the Commanders by a whopping 10, total 43 and 9/20, and it is only 3.5, totals 44.5. I'm laying it with Washington. Too many injuries on the Giants. Saints, Panthers on CBS. Mine's pick them at 49 and 3/20. And it's Saints by 7, total 43.5. I'm taking Carolina, getting the 7 and plus 265 outright. That is way too many points, and we don't even know who's starting at quarterback for the Saints. Like, that line is being made out like it's Derek Carr. Although the over's enticing too in that game, but I like the Panthers getting the points. On CBS, Broncos, Ravens. Mine's Ravens only by 1.5, total 46.5, and it's 8.5 and 46.5. I'm taking Denver plus the points. Whoo! You're surely going to be on a lot of games this weekend. That's why Fab 5's be hard to pick. There's going to be so many good options. 4 o'clock on CBS, Jaguars, Eagles. I'm surprised this is a 4 o'clock game. Mine's the Eagles by 12, total 46 and 2/5. And it's 7.5 and 45.5. I'm going to lay the points with Philly. Also on CBS, Bears, Cardinals. Mine's the Cardinals by 3, total 44 and a 10th. And it is Cards by 1.5, total 44.5. That's the closest one I've had, so slight lean to the Cardinals. All right, 4 o'clock on, or 4:25 on Fox, Lions, Packers. This is the Tom Brady with Kevin Burkhardt. If Jordan Love's playing, I have Packers 2.5. If not, Lions 2.5. Total 50 and 2/5. And it's Lions by 2.5, total 48.5. That tells you that Jordan Love's not playing. So I would do a slight over. But this game won't be in Fab 5. Rams Seahawks. Mine's the Seahawks 4.5 total 46 and 17/20. It's Rams 1.5 total 47.5. I think the wrong team's favored here, so give me Seattle plus the points at -104. They're making this line out like Geno Smith's hurt or something. And last but not least, Sunday Night Football. 8:20 on NBC and Peacock. Colts Vikings. This game was flexed out. I think Jags Eagles was originally Sunday Night Football, but they moved it out. So first flex of the year. My line is or primetime flex, I should say. Vikings 7.5 total 44 and 19/20, and it's 5.5 and 46.5. I'm laying the 5.5 with the Minnesota Vikings. All right, now move on to college football. We will recap the lone game from yesterday and look ahead to tonight and the weekend. As Tulane beats Charlotte 34-3. Tulane 7-2, Charlotte's 3-6. All right, tonight, 7 o'clock on CBS Sports Network, Georgia State, UConn. Lands UConn 13.5 total 52 and a quarter. And it's 8.5 and 48.5. I'm going to lay 8.5 with UConn. 7:30 ESPN2, South Florida, FAU. My line is FAU 1.5 total 53 and 4/5. And South Florida 2.5 total 47.5. I'm going to go with the over. And 8 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, San Diego State at number 15, Boise State. I have Boise 9.5 total 58 and a 20th. And it's 23.5 and 57.5. That's high. I'm going to take San Diego State getting the points. All right, Saturday, noon on Fox. Number 4, Ohio State. Number 3, Penn State. I have Penn State 5.5 total 49 9/10, and Ohio State's probably favored here because they're Ohio State. Yeah, 3.5 totals 46.5. I'm going to take Penn State plus the 3.5 and plus 132 outright. I think this is their time to shine. They haven't beat Ohio State in a while. On ABC, Duke at number 5, Miami. Mine's Miami by 15, total 56 and 9/20, and it's 20.5 and 54.5. I'll take Duke in the points. ESPN number 19, Ole Miss at Arkansas. Mine's Ole Miss 4.5, total 52 and 4/5. And it's 7.5 and 53.5. I'm taking Arkansas in the points. On CBS, Air Force at number 21, Army. Mine's Army by 21, total 47 and 3/4. And it's 21.5 and 41.5 over. Fox Sports 1, Minnesota, number 24, Illinois. Mine's Illinois 6.5, total 46 and 3/20. And it is 2.5 and 45.5. I'm going to take Illinois plus the points and plus 126 outright. Next up is Virginia Tech, Syracuse. Mine's Syracuse by a half, total 54 and 11/20. And it's Tech by 3.5, total 53.5. I'm going to take Syracuse plus the points and plus 146 outright. Next up, Stanford, NC State. I have NC State by 13, total 54 and a 20th. And it is 9.5 and 46.5. Over. Buffalo, Akron, CBS Sports Network. My line is Buffalo by 3, total 51 and 19/20, and it is 1.5 and 47.5 over. Toledo, Eastern Michigan on ESPNU. My line's Eastern by 3, total 53 and a quarter. And it's Toledo 9.5, total 53.5. Woo, the wrong team's favored here. Give me Eastern plus the points and plus 255 outright. ESPN2 Memphis UTSA. Mine's Memphis by 7, total 57 and a quarter, and it's 7.5, 61.5 under. 12:45 SEC Network, Vandy Auburn. Mine's Auburn by 4, total 50 and 19/20, and it is 7.5 and 48.5. I'm going to take Vandy in the points. I'm surprised that Auburn's that big of a favorite. All right, 2:30 on SEC Network Plus, Maine, Oklahoma. No line out for this game, but Oklahoma projected by 27, total 47 and a 20th. Next, Old Dominion, App State. My line's App State 6.5, total 57 and a quarter, and it's Old Dominion 2.5, total 60.5. I understand Old Dominion bit me in the ass last week or 2 weeks ago, but I don't care. App State plus the 2.5 and plus 122 outright. Tulsa UAB, mine's UAB 1.5, total 59 9/10. It's 2.5 and 57.5, and I'm going to go with the over. By the way, Maine, Oklahoma's out on FanDuel, 34.5 and 45.5. I'll take Maine to cover the big number. All right, 3:30 CBS, number 1 Oregon at Michigan. My line is Oregon 5.5, total 46 and 4/5, and then it's 14.5 and 44.5. I'm taking Michigan getting the double digits at home. When's the last time you saw a reigning national champ double-digit home dog? On ABC, Florida, number 2 Georgia. My line is Georgia 16, total 52 and 7/20, and it is 14.5 and 51.5. I'm surprised it's that low. Florida has a ton of injuries. So I guess slight lean to Georgia. ESPN, Texas Tech at number 11, Iowa State. I have Iowa State 12.5, total 60 and a 10th. And it's 13.5 and 56.5 over. On Peacock, number 13, Indiana at Michigan State. My line is Indiana by 9, total 51 and 9/20. And it's 7.5 and 52.5. Slightly in Indiana. On Fox, number 17, Kansas State at Houston. It's Kansas State by 15, total 45 and 7/20. And it's 12.5 and 45.5. Laid the points in Kansas State. Big Ten Network, UCLA, Nebraska. I have Nebraska 8.5, total 44 and a quarter. And it's 6.5 and 39.5 over. ACC Network, North Carolina, Florida State. Mine's North Carolina 1.5, total 51 and 4/5. It's 2.5 and 49.5. Over. Fox Sports 1, Arizona, UCF. My line is UCF by 6, total 54 and 9/20. And it's 6.5 and 56.5 on there. Middle Tennessee, UTEP, CBS Sports Network. Mine is UTEP 2.5, total 50 and a quarter. It's 3.5 and 51.5. Slight under. Yale Monroe, Marshall. Mine's Marshall 2.5, total 51. And it's 10.5 and 47.5. I'll take Yale Monroe plus the points. On True TV at 4 o'clock, Wyoming, New Mexico. Mine's New Mexico by 4, total 60 and 7/10. And it's 7.5 and 60.5. I'll take Wyoming in the points. Coastal Carolina, Troy. Mine's Coastal by 4, total 56 and 3/20. And it's 3.5 and 52.5 over. 4 o'clock, ESPN 2, Navy, Rice. My line is Navy 6.5, total 55 and 11/20. And it's 10.5 and 48.5 over. UMass, Mississippi State on the SEC Network at 4:15. My line's Miss State 6.5, total 56 and 3/10. It's 18.5 and 59.5. I'll take UMass in the points. 7 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, Arizona State, Oklahoma State. Mine's Oklahoma State by 3.5, total 56.5. It's Arizona State 3.5, total 57.5. I'm taking Oklahoma State in the points and plus 130 outright. Hawaii, Fresno. My line is Fresno by 9, total 60 and 4/5. This 12.5 and 46.5. Over, way over. That is way too low of a total. 7:30 on ABC. Number 10, Texas A&M in South Carolina. I have A&M by 8.5, total 49. And it's 3.5 and 43.5. 5.5 point edge on the over. 5 point edge on A&M. The pick's the over. ESPN Louisville number 11. Clemson. Violence Clemson by 4. Total 63 and a 10th. 10.5 and 62.5. I'm taking Louisville getting 10 in the hook. That's way too high. On NBC, Wisconsin, Iowa. Mine's Iowa by 8 till 47 and 3/20, and it's 3.5 and 40.5. So I have a less than 7 point edge on the over and a 4.5 point edge on Iowa, so the pick's the over. Big Ten Network, USC, Washington. Mine's Washington by 3 total 47 and 17/20. It's USC by 2.5 total 55.5. Do I go with the under or Washington? That's a good question. So, 5.5 point edge on Washington, but a bigger edge on the under, so the under's the play. ESPN News, Georgia Southern, South Alabama. Mine's Southern at 1.5 total 59.5. And South Alabama 6.5 total 60.5. I'm doing it again. I'm taking Georgia Southern, getting the points in plus 180 outright. The disrespect for Georgia Southern is unreal. On the SEC Network at 7:45, Kentucky at number 7, Tennessee. My line's Tennessee 13, total 45 and a 10th. And it's 17.5 and 45.5. I'm taking Kentucky in the points. ACC Network, number 18, Pitt at number 20, SMU. I have SMU 6.5, total 61 and 7/10. And it's 7.5 and 57.5. We go with the over. ESPN2, TCU Baylor. My lane's TCU 3.5, total 59 9/10. And it's Baylor 3.5, total 63.5. Give me TCU plus the points, plus 128 outright. Surprised there's no late night games. And then last but not least, on CBS Sports Network, Colorado State and Nevada. My line's Colorado State by 11, total 49 and 9/20. It's 1.5 and 44.5. I'm going to lay the 1.5 with Colorado State on the road. All right, now move on to the NBA. We'll try to get NBA and NHL and soccer done as quick as possible. I did not do totals for the NBA, so I apologize. So we'll go over the results from yesterday. Look ahead to tonight and the weekend. Grizzlies over the Bucks 122.99, so best bet hit. Rockets over the Mavs 108-102. Spurs over the Jazz 106-88. Suns over the Clippers 125-119. All right, tonight 7 o'clock. Celtics Hornets. My line is Boston 3 3/4, and it is 10.5 2-3 2.5. I'm taking Charlotte in the points. That's a lot. ESPN Magic Caps. Good game. Except no Paulo Banchero. My line is Cleveland 10 1/4, and it's 7.5 216.5. I'm gonna lay with Cleveland. 7:30. Or I'm sorry. One more 7 o'clock. Knicks Pistons. I thought Knicks Pistons was 7:30. I'm on 6 1/4 for the Knicks, and it's 6.5 216.5. I'm gonna go with the over. 7:30 Kings Hawks. My line is the Kings by 3 1/4. And it's 6 and 237.5. I'm taking the Hawks getting 6. That's a lot of points. Bulls Nets. My line is the Bulls 3 1/4, and Brooklyn's a 1.5 point favorite. Total 227. Wrong team's favorite. Give me the Bulls plus the points, plus 110 outright. Lakers Raptors. My line is the Lakers 7 3/4. It's 9.5 and 230.5. Go with the under. A couple injuries on Toronto. 8 o'clock Pacers Pelicans. Mine's the Pacers by 8. It's 4 and 232.5. I'll lay the 4 with Indy on the road. 9:30 ESPN Western Conference Finals rematch. Nuggets T-Wolves. Or second round, my bad. My line's the T-Wolves by 4 1/4, and it's T-Wolves by 4 total 218. I'm going to go with the over. And last but not least, 10 o'clock Thunder Blazers. My line is Thunder 8.5. It's 11.5 220.5. I'm taking Portland getting 11 the hook at home. A lot of games Saturday. 6 o'clock Celtics Hornets 7:30. Grizzlies Sixers. Kings Raptors. 8 o'clock Warriors Rockets. Cavs Bucks. T-Wolves Spurs. 9:30 NBA TV from Mexico City. Heat Wizards. 10 o'clock Jazz, Nuggets, Blazers, Suns, and 10:30 Thunder, Clippers. Sunday's a small window, 3:30 Pistons, Nets, 7 o'clock Hawks, Pelicans, and 7:30 Magic, Mavs. All right, now move on to hockey. We'll go over the results of yesterday, and tonight's window is small, if I'm not mistaken. And Saturday's a good window. Sunday is small, too. Leafs over the Kraken 4-1, Flyers over the Blues 2-1, Pens over the Ducks 2-1 in OT on a game winner by Sidney Crosby. Caps over the Habs 6-3, Canes over the Bruins 8-2, Oilers over the Predators 5-1, Sharks over the Blackhawks 3-2. All right, we have an afternoon game today at 2 o'clock. Panthers Stars from Finland. So the Stanley Cup, which should have been the Stanley Cup final, is in Finland. Or maybe it's a Stanley Cup final preview. It's a pick'em game. -110 each way. Over under 5.5. Overs -138. Unders +112. Panthers +1.5 is -90. Stars -1.5 +225. I'm going to go with the Stars straight up -110. 7 o'clock Sens Rangers. Rangers -192. Sens +158. Over under 6.5. Overs -102. Unders -120. Sens +1.5 is -60. Rangers -1.5 +130. I'm going to lay the puck line with the Rangers. I think it's a bounce back spot. Isles Sabres. Sabres -115. Isles -104. Over under 5.5. Overs -134. Unders +110. Isles +1.5 is -50. Sabres -1.5 +220. I'm going to go with the under at plus money. Jets Jackets. Jets -192. Jackets +158. Over under 6.5. Overs +104. Unders -128. Jets -1.5 +124. Jackets +1.5 is -52. We're going with the over at the +125. 8 o'clock Lightning Wild. Or +104, my bad. Pick'em -110 each way. Over under 6.5. Overs even money. Unders -122. Bolts -1.5 +220. Wild +1.5 is -280. Let's go with the Minnesota Wild at home, -110. And last but not least, 9 o'clock, Devils Flames. Devils -172, Flames +142, over under 6.5, overs -118, unders -104. Devils -1.5 +140, Flames +1.5 is -72. I'm going to go with the over at -118. All right, 12 o'clock from Finland, Stars at the Panthers, NHL Network. 1 o'clock Bruins Flyers, 4 o'clock Blackhawks Kings, 5 o'clock Jackets Caps, 7 o'clock Kraken Sens, Sabres Red Wings, NHL Network, Habs Pens, Leafs Blues, 8 o'clock Avs Preds, 10 o'clock Utah Golden Knights, Canucks Sharks. Sunday, 1 o'clock NHL Network, Isles Rangers from MSG. That's an early start time for a Ranger home game against the Islanders. Same time as football, too. That's bad timing by the NHL. 3 o'clock Lightning Jets, 5 o'clock Kraken Bruins, Caps Hurricanes, 6 o'clock Leafs Wild, 8 o'clock Oilers Flames, and Blackhawks Ducks. All right, now move on to soccer. I apologize in advance. I am not giving out soccer picks today due to time, with the exception of the MLS playoffs. So might as well just start there. Tonight, 7:30, Charlotte, Orlando, Game 2. Orlando leads the series 1-0. Charlotte +135, Orlando +175, draw +250. I think Orlando pulls it off, +175. In 9:30, Colorado and the Galaxy. LA leads 1-0. Galaxy +125, Colorado +170, draw +290, going with the Galaxy +125. Saturday, 5 o'clock, NYCFC Cincy. Cincinnati leads 1-0. NYCFC +110, Cincy 2-1, the draws +260. Are they playing this at Yankee Stadium? No, Citi Field. I'm going with NYCFC before it's at Game 3, plus 110. 7 o'clock, Atlanta, Miami. Miami minus 110, Atlanta plus 230, draw plus 210. I have to go with Messi and Miami minus 110 on the road. And then 9 o'clock, Mini Salt Lake. Mini leads 1-0. They're minus 115 favorites. Salt Lake plus 260, draw plus 280. I'm going to go with Mini at minus 115. And Sunday, 4:30, Red Bulls, Columbus. Red Bulls plus 130, Columbus plus 180, draw plus 260. Red Bulls lead 1-0. I don't think the Red Bulls are going to finish it off. I'm going to say worst case scenario, it's draw, but Columbus wins in penalties, plus 260. $6:30, Houston, Seattle. Seattle leads 1-0. Houston plus 130, Seattle 2-1. The draws plus 220, going Houston plus 130, force of Game 3. And 8:45 on Fox Sports 1, Vancouver and LAFC. LAFC leads 1-0. They're plus 145 favorites. Vancouver's plus 165, draw plus 250. We're going with LAFC at plus 145. All right, Premier League tomorrow. USA 8:30. Newcastle Arsenal. 11 o'clock on Peacock. Bournemouth Man City also on Peacock. Ipswich Leicester. Liverpool Brighton. Nottingham West Ham. USA Southampton Everton and 1:30 on the big NBC. Wolves Crystal Palace. And then 9 o'clock on USA Tottenham Hotspur on Sunday, and then 11:30 on Sunday Man United Chelsea. Big game for Man United with the new manager. Liga MX tonight, 9 o'clock Querétaro Juarez, 11 o'clock Mazatlán America, and Tijuana Tigres. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock Athletic San Luis Puebla, Toluca León, 9 o'clock Guadalajara Unam, Monterrey Atlas, 11 o'clock Pachuca Necaxa, and Cruz Azul Santos. All right, tonight, 9:30 Utah Gotham, and 10 o'clock on Prime Video Portland Angel City. And then 5 o'clock on Ion. Tomorrow, Orlando, Seattle, 7:30 on Ion, North Carolina, Washington, 9:30 on Ion, Houston Bay FC. Sunday, 3 o'clock on ESPN, Chicago, KC, and 5:30 on ESPN, San Diego, Louisville. All right, Bundesliga. Today, 3:30, Leverkusen, Stuttgart. Tomorrow, 10:30, Bayern Union Berlin, Frankfurt, Bochum, Holstein-Kiel, Heidenheim, Hoffenheim, St. Pauli, Wolfsburg, Augsburg, and 1:30, Dortmund, RP Leipzig. And then Sunday, 9:30, Freiburg, Mainz, and 11:30, Gladbach, Bremen. La Liga. At 4 o'clock today, Alaves, Mallorca. We have 2 games posted on Villarreal, Real, and Valencia, Real Madrid. 9 o'clock tomorrow, Sassuolo, Valladolid, and then 11:15 is Girona, Leganes. Sunday, 8 a.m., Atletico Las Palmas, 10:15 Barcelona, Espanyol, 12:30 Sevilla, Real Sociedad, and 3 o'clock Athletic Betis. Serie A tomorrow, 10 a.m. Bologna, Lecce, 1 o'clock Udinese, Juventus, 3:45 Monza, Milan. And then Sunday, 6:30 Napoli, Atalanta, 9 o'clock Serena, Fiorentina, noon Verona, AS Roma, and 2:45 Inter Milan and Valencia. French League 1 today, 2 o'clock, Monaco, Angers, and 4 o'clock, Lille, Lyon. And then at noon, PSG Lens, Saturday, 2 o'clock, Brest, Nice, and 4 o'clock, St. Etienne, Strasbourg. Sunday, 9 o'clock, Toulouse, Reims, 11 o'clock, Auxerre, Rennes, Havre, St. Montpellier, and 2:45 Nantes, Marseille. USL. Tonight, 10:30, Vegas, Sacramento. Saturday, 2 o'clock, Memphis, Orange County. 6:30, Charleston, Pittsburgh. 7 o'clock, Detroit, Tampa. 7:30, Louisville, North Carolina. 8 o'clock, Colorado, Oakland. And then Sunday, 1 o'clock, Indy, Rhode Island. And 8 o'clock, New Mexico, Phoenix. Dutch Eredivisie. Tomorrow, 11:30, Willem 2, FC 20. 1:45, Ajax, PFC. PSV, Heracles, NAC, Breda. 4 o'clock, Feyenoord, AZ Alkmaar, and Fortuna Heerenveen. And then Sunday, 6:15, Go Ahead Eagles, PC Zwolle, 8:30, NAC, FC Groningen, Sparta, FC Utrecht, and 10:45, RKC Waldijk, and Almere City. ELC. Today, 4 o'clock, Luton on West Brom. Saturday, 8:30, Blackburn, Sheffield United. Oxford, Swansea. Stoke, Derby. 11 o'clock, Cardiff, Norwich City. Hull, Portsmouth. Leeds, Plymouth. Borough, Coventry. Bristol City hosting Preston. QPR, Sunderland. And Sheffield Wednesday and Watford. Premiership. Saturday, 11 a.m. at St. Johnstone Hearts in St. Mary, Ross County. Sunday, Dundee Kilmarnock at 10 and Hibernian Dundee United. And last but not least, the Saudi Pro League. Yesterday results Al Shabab over Al-Wada 3-1, Al Qudud over Al Urabo 4-0, and Al Ittihad over Al Ali 1-0. Today, 10:30, Al Collegian Al Raid, 11:15, Damak Al Raida, 2 o'clock, Al Nasser Al Halal. And then 10:30, Al Fateh and Al Faya. At 10:30, 11 o'clock, Al Tawun Al Cologne, and 2 o'clock, Al Etifak and Al Qudsiya. All right, so there you have it for soccer. Now move on to NASCAR. We have some races this weekend. So tonight from Martinsville, Truck Series. Just gonna pull up the odds really quickly. The zip buy now, pay later 200. My pick is going to be Tyler Ankrum, 16-1. Xfinity from Martinsville tomorrow at 4 o'clock. My pick for the National Debt Release 250 will be AJ Allmendinger, 20-1. In the Xfinity 500 from Martinsville, Sunday, 2 o'clock, probably on the big NBC. I'm stuck between two. I'm going to go with Joey Logano, 13-1. All right, now I'll move on to Formula One. This weekend, they'll be racing from the Brazilian Grand Prix, the Autodromo Jose Carlos Palace, Sunday at noon. My pick for the race, I'll go with Oscar Piastri at 7-1 to win the Brazil Grand Prix. All right, now move on to the news and notes for today. It's going to be rapid fire because if I apologize in advance, some of the stuff's going to be repeat from yesterday. The Lakers' offer for Walker Kessler is lacking as the trade package of D'Angelo Russell and first-round picks not interest to the Jazz. Devontae Adams was evaluated for a concussion, and he returned to the game and scored a touchdown. Alan Lazard on IR due to a chest injury. Lamar Jackson misses second straight practice with back and knee issues. He should be able to play. Oh, Derek Carr expected back against the Panthers. Even if that's the case, that would move my line to Saints by 3. Deron Bland coming off the IR for the Cowboys. That's big. Puka Nacua injures his knee in practice. Paulo Banchero out 4 to 6 weeks with a torn right oblique. That is a brutal loss for the Magic. Joel Embiid's making progress, so that's good news. And anyone see that Garrett Wilson catch that was reminiscent of the Odell catch? I got to admit my bias. I thought the Odell catch was better. Michael Pittman found out about Anthony Richardson's benching on social media just like the rest of us. Freddie Freeman had a serious rib injury as 2 days before the playoffs, he found out he had broken the coastal cartilage in his 6th rib. That's crazy. San Francisco Giants naming Zach Minison, their GM, they're promoting their vice president of baseball scouting. College football playoff won't avoid rematches, as executive director says it's going to happen with expanded 12-team playoff. I wouldn't avoid it either. We like rematches. Sabrina Ionescu got injured during the WNBA Finals as she suffered a UCL tear on her right hand in Game 4. Will be reevaluated in 4 weeks. Big 12 fixing helmet comms as coach to player. In-game communication will be encrypted amid security concerns. Our first baseball trade of the offseason. The Atlanta Braves trade Jorge Soler to the Angels for Griffin Canning. I think that is a weird I think that's weird. The Yankees are likely keeping Aaron Boone as they're expected to pick up his option despite World Series loss. My issue with Aaron Boone, listen, I'm no Aaron Boone fan, but who else is out there? Terry Francona already went to the Reds. So, if you could have gotten Terry Francona, I would have done it, but meaning canned Aaron Boone. But listen, I'm no fan of Aaron Boone, but who's out there? That's my issue. It's like the Jets right now. Who's out there? Although there's this Bill Belichick out there, but there's no Bill Belichick of baseball. Giannis Antetokounmpo is linked to the Heat and the Nets as NBA executives say teams are hopeful for potential Giannis trade this offseason. EuroLeague team to sign Lonnie Walker. The Zalgiris Kaunas. The Panthers are gauging Bryce Young's trade value. A hot name before the trade deadline is Darius Smith of the Browns. Valencia Madrid was postponed because of heavy flooding. Barca extends a Furman's deal as he's staying with Barca through 2029. We talked about Cooper Flagg's brother committing to Maine. So there you have it for the news and notes. Best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. So I have a few options for this. I'm going to do a 20th of a unit on the best bet, but shorter on Fab 5. So, best bet tonight is going to be the over 6.5 in Devil's Slam. I just think that is low for a total. So I'm going to do a 20th of a unit on over 6.5 between the Devils and the Flames. All right, now it's time for Fab 5. We'll do the picks like we usually do. And I'm going to start with college. like I usually do. And it's weird because I think college is the harder one to pick this week. Pick number 1 of the Fab 5 of college football. I'm going to take Eastern Michigan getting 9.5 against Toledo. That is way too many points. And I'm going to do 300s for Fab 5 for the picks this week. That's just too many points. Next, for Fab 5. Did I skip another game in doing picks? Yeah, I did. I forgot to give out Northwestern Purdue. Sorry, guys. I don't have time for that one. So that won't be in Fab 5. I'm going to take Michigan getting 3 points at home against Oregon. I just think that's way too many points. And I don't think Michigan's going to win outright. I just think that they're going to cover. Next up, in the Fab 5, I'm going to go with this is very hard, guys. I'm going to go with Oklahoma State getting the 3.5 at home against Arizona State. Arizona State's some injury stuff. Mike Gundy is a home dog. I think the Cowboys get it done. Pick number 4, I'm going over 46.5 in Hawaii Fresno. I haven't gone with the total in the college Fab 5 in a while. So let's go with this one. And then the last pick of the Fab 5 this week, I'm going to take Louisville getting 10.5 against Clemson. Rivalry spot. I just think that's a high number. So I'm going to take Louisville getting the 10 the hook against Clemson. Underdog outright pick of the week, I'm going with Eastern Michigan plus 255 to beat Toledo. NFL Fab 5 is the better Fab 5 this week, in my opinion. So pick number 1, I'm going to take the Panthers getting the 7 at home against the Saints. I know Derek Carr might be back from New Orleans, but the Saints have a lot of injuries elsewhere, so I'm going to take Carolina getting 7. Pick number 2, I absolutely adore the Broncos getting 8.5 against the Ravens. I just think that the Ravens as a favorite that big don't always come through, as we saw against the Raiders. The Broncos are a better team than the Raiders. The Broncos are getting healthier. Mike McGlinchey's back. The Ravens might not have Marlon Humphrey. So I'm going to take Denver getting 8.5 at Baltimore. Pick number 3, I'm laying 3 with the Falcons against the Cowboys. I went back to the Falcons. I lost with them against Seattle 2 weeks ago, but I'm going back to the well. Dallas is too banged up, and I just don't trust the Cowboys with their injuries on defense. Pick number 4, I'm going against my favorite team again. I'm taking the Commanders minus the 3 in the hook. Giants have a ton of injuries everywhere. Jaden Daniels is back and a week healthier, a week removed from that injury. So I'm going to lay 3.5 in the NFC East showdown with the Commanders against the Giants. I think the Commanders probably win by a touchdown or so. And then the last pick of the Fab 5, I'm going to lay 7.5 with the Eagles against the Jaguars. The Jaguars have a lot of injuries at receiver. The Eagles look like they found their strides. I'm going to take or lay 7.5 with Philadelphia against the Jaguars. Underdog outright pick of the week. It was going to be the Panthers. But Derek Carr's back, so I'm going to stay away. So, this is interesting. I think the Packers could be this week's Commanders. That line is telling you that they don't think Jordan Love is playing. I think he's going to play. I'm taking Green Bay plus 124 to knock off the Lions in a big-time division game. So the Packers plus 124 to beat the Lions will be my underdog outright pick of the week. So there you have it for the show. I'll be back on Monday recapping everything, look at everything on Monday. I'm going to try to get the college basketball season preview and predictions show done on Monday because that's very important. If not Monday, then potentially tomorrow in the afternoon. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, everybody.